Story 1. The Building Across the Street. In a quiet apartment complex on the east side of town, a boy named Jesse is trying to hold his world together. School is rough and home isn't much better. But across the streets, something waits in the dark. The year is 2019. Jesse sits on his couch, scrolling on his phone. Another night alone. Mom's working late again. I get it, but it's like I'm just here by myself all the time, Jesse said to himself. Jesse's phone buzzed from a message from school. Great, another message from school, probably about the homework I didn't finish. Jesse's stressed out from all the schoolwork signs. He wonders, why does life have to be this hard? His mom is never home for him. His dad passed away years ago. And now school of all things, is adding more pressure to his mind. Jesse tries to get rid of the pressure, but his eyes drift to the abandoned building across the street. For some reason, something about this building seems familiar, but he just can't tell why. Later that night, Jesse falls asleep, but something isn't right. Jesse's dreaming, but this isn't a dream. It's a nightmare. Jesse looks around his room, only to realize he cannot move. He starts seeing things, unnatural things. He starts seeing these weird puppet-like plushies sitting around his room, all staring directly at him. Jesse struggles, trying to move, but it's no use. He's stuck, frozen in place as they get closer and closer. Eventually, Jesse jumps out of his sleep, shaking in fear, only to realize it was just a nightmare. What the hell was that? Jesse says to himself. Jesse turns his head to a beep sound from his phone. He picks up his phone and looks at it. It seems to be a message from his phone. The message is from Jesse's mom, saying, "Jesse, I'm heading to work. There are leftovers still in the fridge if you want some." Jesse rolls his eyes. Haven't been used to this. His mom always leaving to go to work, never having time to hang out with him. Frustrated, he throws his phone onto the couch. It lands with a thud before he jumps down and lays back on the couch, signing. Jesse really wanted to tell his mom about the nightmare, but she's already gone to work. The next day, Jesse decides to explore the abandoned building across the street. He's been so bored, and this building has been calling to him for days and days. Now, it was time he finds out what's going on in that building. What the hell is this place? It seems like it's been here for years, said Jesse. As Jesse wandered around the abandoned building, he came across a door. It seemed mysterious and unnatural. So Jesse decided to walk over and open the door to find out what was inside that room. Inside the room were 3 bodies. They seemed motionless. Jesse jumped in horror of what he discovered, but one of the bodies seemed familiar. The one wearing the green clothing. Jesse said something he's never said before. The name of someone he's never met. Jesse said, "Mike?" Jesse froze in horror. Jesse didn't understand what was going on. This has all been new to him. But then Jesse looked across the room and saw an orange, destroyed, plush puppet-looking figure. It seemed taller than the ones in his dreams, and it was just sitting there, staring at the ground. It looked kinda creepy to Jesse. So Jesse ran out the room, Jessie, now horrified of his discovery, ran back to his house and into his bed, trying to forget what he saw. 2 months later, Jessie can't get rid of the feeling that someone's been watching him. Jessie eventually sits in his room, trying to find a way to get rid of this feeling. He's gone to therapy. He's asked his mother for help, but nobody around him seems to believe him about what's going on. And nobody can seem to stop this horrid problem. Suddenly, a loud crash came from the side of Jessie's bedroom. Jessie jumped up in horror, only to see the same orange puppet thing he saw from the abandoned building across the street. Now it was active, staring directly at him. Jessie didn't know if this was a nightmare or if this was real. The only thing Jessie could think about was getting the heck out of that area as fast as possible. Jessie ran to his front door, but it was too late. The thing pounced on him and scratched his arm after scratching his face. Jessie eventually fought back and kicked the thing off of him. Jessie grabbed a nearby metal pole and slammed it straight into the thing's neck. The mysterious orange creature froze. It suddenly went still, eyes pitch black, motionless, standing there frozen in place. Jessie ran out of the building as fast as he possibly could. One day later, Jessie woke up in what seemed to be a hospital. Jessie couldn't tell what was around him. Jessie tried to get up, but he was stuck in place, just like his nightmares and just like that orange creature. Jessie was trapped. The real question is, what was after Jessie? What did it want from him? And is it really gone for good?